Alright guys, so today we're going to be discussing 10 tips to buying gold and silver. Now these are going to be 10 tips that I believe that everyone should know when buying gold and silver. So I want you guys to comment down below. Do you guys know some of these tips, or do you guys know all of them? Or did you guys learn something new after we're done here? And we're starting now. Guys, thank you so much for watching another video from Urban Lifestyle. My name is Eli, and if this is your first time on this channel, you guys like to talk about precious metals, finances, and mindset, make sure you guys start now by hitting that subscribe button, leaving a thumbs up because it helps bring out this content to new people, and also share this content if you see fit. And also, make sure you guys check out some of the links below. They have some awesome stuff that you guys should definitely check out, like books you guys should read, a free stock from Robinhood, and also some silver and gold accessories down in the description below, all right? Now let's get right into this. First thing you want to know, the first tip when it comes to buying gold and silver is make sure you unlock the e-check feature. The e-check feature is very important. So if you're going to buy silver online through an online bullion dealer, the first thing you need to make sure is what is it that you have to do to make sure you get that e-check feature unlocked. First, find out if the company do have an e-check feature available. The way you can do that if they don't have it. Now, the way you can do that if they don't have the requirements on their website is just call the company up. You can always find their contacts and just call them up and be like, hey, what is it that I have to do to get that e-check feature unlocked? Now, once you have that e-check feature unlocked, the online bullion dealer will be able to automatically withdraw the money from your account. Once you're able to provide them with the correct credentials, of course. Now, once you have that e-check feature unlocked and you're able to do that, you're able to waive that processing fee that you would have paid if you paid them through credit card or a debit card. So in the long term, you're able to save more money for you to buy more gold and silver. So the second tip I do want to go over is subscribe to this channel. No, that can't be right. Yeah, of course I want you guys to subscribe to the channel too, but no, okay. Subscribe to companies' mailing list. Each and every company, they have a mailing list. Once you subscribe to their mailing list, they're able to send you some great deals that you can see, hey, maybe this week they may have an awesome deal. So once you subscribe to the mailing list, preferably a private email that you don't just type in everywhere, so you can differentiate between a important email and a spam email. So always subscribe to their list. It benefits you a lot. You can see different deals that different companies have, all right? Now, tip number 3, keep cash for opportunity. You want to make sure you have cash at hand, especially when it comes to buying gold and silver. This week you could be buying, let's say you had $10,000, you spent that whole $10,000 and you bought at $18 when silver was at $18 an ounce, right? Now next week, silver goes down and is like around $17.50. You're like, man, I wish I could buy at this price, but to be honest with you, I don't have no money. I spent it all last week. But if you keep cash for opportunities, you can be like, hey, you know what? I'll take 300 from here and take advantage of this price dip. So you always want to make sure you have cash on hand, especially when it comes to buying gold and silver, just to take advantage of those opportunities. All right. Now, tip number 4, keep a record of all the gold and silver that you buy. You want to make sure you keep a record. Now, if you've been buying gold and silver for quite a while now and you've been buying it, you have no idea what price you buy, at what time did you buy, how would you know if you made a profit or not? So it's always good to make sure you keep a record of all the gold. I don't care what it is. If you buy 1 gram of silver, which I don't recommend you to do, but you always need to make sure you know exactly what you paid for it. And I'm talking about including the shipping fees, including the premiums, including the 4% processing fee. If you didn't unlock the e-check feature, you want to make sure you write it all down, okay? Now, tip number 5, have an exit strategy. You want to make sure you have an exit strategy. Now, when I mean by having an exit strategy, not hey, at what price point you want to sell. Of course, you want to know that as well. But what I really mean by having an exit strategy is, where are you planning to sell? You don't want nothing to happen and you have no idea where you're going to sell. You got to know if you're going to get the best bang for your buck. If you're going to sell at a pawn shop, you may lose a little bit. Or versus if you were to go to an online bullion dealer and hey, you know it takes time to actually go through that online bullion dealer because you're going to have to send it to them, and once they get it, then they send you a check. That's going to take a little bit of time. But what if you really need it right now? You got to know exactly what you're doing, whether it is you want to sell back to the community or whether it be you want to go to your local coin shop. And if that's the case, then that goes into number 6, which is local coin shop relationship. Build a local coin shop relationship. Build a relationship with your person at your local coin shop. Reason being is because once you do, if you ever do plan to sell, you want to make sure, hey, this guy knows you. Hey, Eli, you've been coming here for the past 10 years. You've been coming here for the past 5 years. Man, I've known you for 2 years. And you want to sell? Oh, listen, here's what I do. Normally, I'll sell this at such price, but since you've been coming here, you've been a loyal customer, and now you want to sell, or maybe you have an emergency, you want to have a few $1,000 bucks. Here we go. Here, Eli, here's what we're going to do. I'll give you the $1,000. Here you go, give me this, and hey, you come back and I'll give you back the same thing you have. Just return the money that we let you borrow. If you have a relationship with them, you can actually get stuff for good deals. I know I went to my local coin shop sometime this week and I was talking to him, and he was selling his American Silver Eagle 2019 for $5 over spot, and I was like, bro, come on, man. I mean, I can go on AppMex and I get a much better price for that. But at the same time, since I'm coming to you, blah, 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 is there anything you can do for me? He's like, Eli, you're right. Here's what I can do for you. I'll give it to you $2.50 over spot. All right, see, if I didn't have that relationship, I can't say stuff like that with him. It's the fact that I know him. I've been with him for around 2 years now, and he knows me, so he's able to do stuff like that because why? I build a relationship with my local coin shop. Now, tip number seven, pay cash. Pay cash. When it comes to local coin shop, you want to make sure you pay cash. One of the advantages of paying cash is there's no paper trail. Nobody can be like, hey man, I looked at your bank statements and you've been buying gold and silver. Nobody can do that. You're privately storing your wealth. If, I'm not saying there is, but if there ever have to be a gold and silver confiscation, if they have no record of you actually owning gold or silver, they can't do nothing. But when you go online, bullion dealer, and you pay by credit card, there's a paper trail right there, and they can always get you on that. But the second advantage of paying cash is, especially at a local coin shop or anything that's not online, is that's pretty much you unlocking the e-check feature, all right? Because if you pay cash, local coin shop, sometimes they don't charge taxes depending on the state you're in, but normally they're not supposed to charge taxes anyways, but they won't charge you that processing fee again if you pay by a credit card. So if you have the luxury of having a local coin shop next to you, make sure you pay cash, all right? Don't go in there with a credit card and be like, hey, you know what, so-and-so. And the reason I say this, I have to stress this a lot, when it comes to the e-check feature, when it comes to paying cash, when it comes to the 4% processing fee, even when it comes to free shipping, a lot of people say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's just one time. If you can make that decision now, what's to stop you from making that same decision a couple of times in the future? All right, it's a habit. You got to understand yourself. It's a habit. If you can be like, oh, you know what? I'll pay cash. I'll pay credit card right now. I know I'm supposed to be paying cash, but it doesn't matter. Let me just do it now. Next year, or maybe 2 months down the line, what's going to stop you from making that same decision? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's just this one time. Let me do it again. And 2 months later, oh yeah, it's just this one time. Let me do it again. Over time, because remember, when it comes to gold and silver, when it comes to buying precious metals, especially when you're trying to protect your wealth, you have to have a long-term mentality when it comes to this. Don't worry about the short term. Don't make short-term decisions. This is a long-term game. So when you're making a decision, make sure you think 10, 5, 15 years down in the future. So when I say pay cash, if you're not paying cash, when it comes to local coin shop, of course, if you're not paying e-check when it comes to bullion dealers, you're gonna be paying a bit extra. Let's say it's $5 here, $5 there, and then in 20 years time, you spent $200 or maybe $2,000 just on the processing fee, the shipping fee, and if you include the premiums, that's a lot of money long-term that you could have took and bought more silver with. So want to keep that in mind. That's number 7, pay cash. Number 8, free shipping. Make sure you go to, if you're going to online bullion dealers, make sure you go with a company that offers free shipping on orders that are over $100, all right? Like I said, long-term again, if you're not doing that and you're like, hey, you know what, I have 50 bucks, let me just go ahead and just buy it. Yeah, I understand, yeah, you have 50 bucks now, you want to buy as soon as you can before the prices go up. Hey, that's the thing, but remember, long-term. This decision here goes up and compounds together with other decisions that you're going to make in the future if you decide to do that. And then long-term wise, you would have paid a lot more than if you would just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take that $50, I'm going to save it, and once I get another $50, I'm going to go buy some gold and silver with it, and then I get free shipping. All right? So that's number 8, free shipping. Number 9, tip number 9, the more you buy, the better. The more you buy, the better. Now, if you buy American Silver Eagle, I'm gonna show you guys an example here, this picture right here. You can see that if you were to buy one in between 1 to 19, it'll cost this much right here. But if you were to buy 20, if you buy 20 of them, it'll be this much per ounce. So you'll probably save anywhere between 30 cents to $1 on each ounce that you buy if you bought more than 20 ounces of silver. So on these online bullion dealers, and even with local coin shop, they come to me, hey, if you're gonna be buying this much, we'll give it to you at this price, but if you're only gonna buy 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, you're gonna actually pay a little bit more, all right? So the more you buy, sometimes the more you buy, the better it is for you. And remember, like I said, this is a long-term game, all right? And number 10, spot deals, spot deals. Now I'm gonna have a video coming out next week about spot deals where you can actually go in the description for that video, not this one, next week's video, where you can actually go in the description and actually see all the companies, and you click it and it'll actually take you straight to the companies where you buy from spot deals. But if you can buy silver at spot, that is ideal, all right? Below spot is better. You know, that's fantasy right there, but some people can do it, but that's fantasy. So if you can buy silver at spot, that's better. Now, there's a whole bunch of online bullion dealers that have great spot deals. Hey, if you buy 10 ounces of this, you'll get it at spot. You want to take advantage of those as well, because like I said, long term, if they're giving it to you, go ahead and take it. Now, the only downfall is it's not something that you can keep on doing repeatedly. Some of these companies, they do it at, hey, 1 per household. So some people may like to get creative. They like, hey, listen, I want you to go sign up to this, buy this, blah, blah, blah. I'll pay for it and do that. Yeah, you can do that. You get creative with it. There's loopholes to everything. But pretty much, guys, that's all the 10 tips that I know. If you guys have more, make sure you comment them down in the description below. But let's just go over it. Number 1, unlock the e-check feature. Number 2, subscribe to company's mailing list. Number 3, keep cash on hand for opportunity. Number 4, keep records of all the gold and silver that you buy. Number 5, have an exit plan or exit strategy. Number 6, build a local coin shop relationship. Number 7, make sure you pay cash when it comes to local coin shop. Number 8, make sure you go with a company that offers free shipping on orders over $99. Number 9, the more you buy, the better. And number 10, take advantage of these companies' spot deals, all right? That's pretty much all I have. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment them down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It brings this content to more audience. And also share this content if you see fit, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Eli yet again, and have a beautiful day. Boy, did that video take a long time. Honestly, I honestly don't know, because this is pre-recorded. I don't even know what video you guys just watched. But I know one thing for sure. You guys should definitely subscribe to this channel, and also check out some of these videos that I have here. And also check out my new channel, The Remake, which is more of a comedic side of me. You guys should definitely check that one out too. But if not, make sure you guys subscribe to this one. That's pretty much it.